While others turned away and her sons were forgotten, one mother remained, and her unwavering love echoed all the way to heaven. Long ago, in the land of Israel, lived a woman named Rizpah. Her name isn't famous like David or Moses, and she didn't lead armies or speak prophecies, but her story is one of the most powerful examples of love, courage, and faith in the entire Old Testament. Rizpah had once been a concubine of King Saul, Israel's first king. She had two sons, Armoni and Mephibosheth, and she loved them deeply. They were her world. After Saul died, David became king, chosen by God to lead Israel. But during David's reign, something terrible struck the land, a famine that lasted 3 long years. Crops failed, fields dried up, families struggled to survive. David sought the Lord to understand why this suffering had come, and God revealed the truth. The famine was a consequence of something King Saul had done years earlier. Saul had attacked the Gibeonites even though Israel had sworn an oath to protect them. To make things right, David asked the Gibeonites what justice they required. They didn't ask for silver, gold, or land. Instead, they demanded 7 male descendants of Saul to be put to death. David agreed, though he spared Jonathan's son Mephibosheth because of a sacred promise he had made to Jonathan. But 2 of the men chosen were Rizpah's sons. Imagine her heartbreak. Imagine soldiers taking away the boys she raised, the boys she prayed for, the boys she loved, and knowing she could do nothing to save them. The 7 men were taken to a hill in Gibeah and executed. Their bodies were left hanging, exposed to the sun, wind, and scavenging animals. This was the custom in those days, but it only increased the pain for those who loved them. Yet Rizpah did something no one expected. She went to the hill where her sons hung. She spread a rough sackcloth on a rock and made it her place of mourning, her shelter, her watchtower. And there she stayed, day after day, night after night, under the burning sun and the cold night air. She refused to let wild animals touch their bodies. She waved away birds. She guarded them with nothing but her own presence and a mother's fierce devotion. Weeks passed, then months. People walked by and whispered. Some felt pity. Some thought she had lost her mind. But still, she stayed. Her vigil lasted from the beginning of the barley harvest until the rains finally returned, likely many long, painful months. All that time, she remained on that hill, alone, grieving, faithful, determined. And though she said no speeches and issued no demands, her silent stand spoke louder than any words. When King David heard what Rizpah had done, how she had camped on that hill out of love for her sons, his heart was moved. He realized that these men had been shown no honor, no final dignity. Immediately, David ordered that the bones of Saul and Jonathan be gathered. Then he commanded that the bodies of Rizpah's sons and the others be taken down and given a proper burial in the family tomb of Kish, Saul's father. Only after this act of honor and justice did the famine come to an end. Rizpah didn't bring her sons back. She didn't gain riches, titles, or praise. She simply loved faithfully. And through her steadfast heart, she awakened the conscience of a king and reminded a nation of what justice and compassion truly look like. Her story echoes through Scripture as a testimony of quiet courage, of a mother's love that refused to be forgotten, of faithfulness that God Himself notices even when the world does not. Rizpah teaches us that God sees every act of love, especially the ones done in silence, without applause. When the world overlooks us or our pain feels unseen, God still pays attention. Faithfulness, even in the hardest places, can move hearts, restore justice, and shine His light in the darkest valleys. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more powerful Bible stories.